Hello everyone and welcome back to Better Than Wolves. My name is Gord and we're at the mob system. So as you can see, I've done a little bit of work on the construction here, and I'll admit I'm happy with the broad scheme, but this pattern that's developed here I am not happy with. I do not like the way this has turned out. It got a little too linear, so I'm going to be tweaking this quite dramatically in the future. Not entirely sure how yet, but I mean the general scheme looks good. I like the idea of these this lattice work look that I've got going here, but I think the way it's sort of patterning out is unfortunate. So I did, and of course I've gone a reasonable distance on it, but I don't want to start in on bigger the rest of these before I've got the first one sort of semi even figured out. Anyways, so I'm going to take a bit of time off of that. I'll just walk off a cliff like an idiot. Today's a bit of a palate cleanser, so we're gonna go out and work on a road. I think it's long overdue. We've never actually done a build roading episode together. Thought you'd be interested to see how far the roads have gone at this stage, especially. In this particular, today we're going to go west, because that's where I was sort of looking for the roads the other day. And I thought it would be kind of nice to get that maybe a little further out, even start getting close to where I was when I respawned the other day. So, I'm going to kick it out the road a little. I have no idea if you guys want to watch or not, but I think I'm going to cut the walk and I'll bring you guys back in when I start building, because at least I'll be placing blocks rather than just walking a crazy distance. See you in a second. Alrighty, not quite as far out as I expected. I was walking back and I looked at this area right here. That's the valley I came through after my last respawn, where I wasn't entirely sure where I was, and of course there's no resources or anything out there right now. So we're going to connect this section of road here down to that direction. This is one of our many little hidey holes. Bit of wood, bit of cobble, nice supply of eggs. And actually there's more of those than I need at this stage. But it's just a time-consuming job to actually build the routes out to all of these places. Time-consuming, but absolutely vital to the longevity of this. I mean, okay, we've got a Soulforged Steel beacon coming soon. Let's be honest. At some point, Kate's going to log in and actually build the first tier of the beacon, and that'll be cool. I'm not planning on binding myself to it, because I like hardcore spawn. Simple as that. But not everybody likes it, and the game does. Flowerchild has kindly provided an excellent and a functional solution to the challenges inherent in hardcore spawn, and there's no reason why, my friends, we shouldn't take advantage of that and at least have the option. As I say, I want to keep the I like the sort of the spice of life. Danger is the spice of life feel of the world. So I will still be raging at death in the future, not to worry. Don't want the game to be too easy, which is why I'm out here building roads, because, hey, you know what? Roads are cool. Alright, so for lakes, I like to, well, of course, yeah, we need 3. I usually use wood slabs, but since I forgot to actually, bring wood slabs, I guess it's going to be a log bridge. A nice thick bridge today. I think I could do this with the full slab, with the full-sized packed earth blocks as well. But we'll just slap one of you down there. Okay, yeah, I could do that. That works okay. I kind of like the feature that the blocks build into full blocks when they're just placed on top of each other. That is a really nice Really nice for road building because all I have to do is have a one of these slab stacks on my bar as the primary target, and it takes care of everything for me. So it was past the crazy waterfall slope of awesome, which we will not disrupt because that would suck. Oh hey, the sun's going down, look at that. Of course it is, right? So what I usually do when the sun goes down, I could run back to that nearby base, but the honest truth is you never know where you're going to be when the sun sets on you after a hardcore spawn. And so the more of these hideouts and hidey holes we have, the better off we'll be all round. And also it provides a source of light on the road, which will make life a lot easier in the future as well. So, boom, boom. We'll just go a little ways up this valley, and we will set a nice little hidey hole in this very lush. Let's see, I just want to make sure we don't wind up on a cliff face where creepers could rain down on us, because I've had that happen in one hidey hole, and that was terrible. We'll just go down here. Right here. And we hollow out a nice, just a basic little hidey hole for the night. Same kind of thing that one would build in a real hardcore spawn situation, because that's kind of what you need. Now we'll just seal up that behind us right there. This one isn't going to get a food supply for now. I only brought a limited amount of food, and I really want to bring it out as far into the field as one can. But what we will do... Oh, I didn't save any wood either, did I? Oh, there's wood right there. As long as it's still safe. Yeah, reasonably. He's busy. Grab all this. Oh, right, of course I didn't. Shoot. Grab that. We'll just quickly... No, we'll bring that inside. Ow. Oh crap, that's my main food source. There we are. I'll get that dirt later if it's still around in the morning. Hey zombie. Pick on somebody your own size. Nice. Okay. That should be enough for me to make the necessities of life here. Because each one of these is ideally suited to have, well, the necessities of life. Which includes a crafting bench, a chest, and said chest will be filled with useful things. Granted, no wood in this particular instance because I did not save enough for the purpose of but some fuel for cooking. There will also be a furnace in here because, of course, furnaces are really hard to get in a hardcore spawn situation because that's a lot of cobblestone you need to build one. Of course, I'm out here with a mattock right now, which makes it so easy, it's hilarious. So a mattock, small selection of building blocks, a bit of extra cobble, which I'll mine out the rest of right now. And I'll throw one stack of food in here. I'll throw one pile of eggs, because we're not far from home, so I can afford to get rid of one. A bit more dirt, a bit more cobble. It's not, it's not an ideal batch of stuff. I would ideally like to put a bit more in here, but that's enough to keep you alive in a pinch. Okay, I will be back when the sun rises. And welcome back. Alrighty, morning has arrived. The newest hidey hole is ready, and there's a sufficient supply of deadly monsters ready to shoot me in the face around the region. Oh yeah, we'll go across to that. Oh, hi guys. Well, that's convenient. Very convenient place for those guys to be. Out of sight, out of mind, out of my way. Creeper check. The biggest danger I've run into while building these roads is not paying, you know, careful enough attention to what's going on in the world around me. You know, like that. Granted, that was just a failure of combat. I mean, I've got that bow sitting there on my hotbar I probably should have used for that, as opposed to going up and hitting the guy in melee. But hey, all's well with the world, right? So, you know, I am not very good at these vlog style episodes. I really have, some days I have no idea what to talk about that you guys might find interesting. Yeah. Puts me in a difficult situation because, you know, I'm supposed to be entertaining you guys here, and some days I just don't have any idea what to say. It's a funny place for a YouTuber to be in, but hey, there you go. Oh, right. That's funny little quirk. Ice actually counts as a half block or transparent block, so you can't actually build roads on them, or slabs, I should say. All right, and we need to keep going that direction. So we'll do a couple there and get ourselves out of that snow biome as fast as possible because they are a pain. Because it snows on them. And apparently, we are building a bridge because we can. Why not? Tiny little bridge across random gap is funny. So, there we are. Okay. Always got to make sure to keep this kind of a clean slope because somebody could be coming through here with low hunger at some point. I could be coming through here with low hunger at some point. Let's be perfectly clear about this. And grab all the dirt for later. Because the more of this I can collect as I'm traveling... Oh, I guess I could have just gotten rid of that too. But the more of this I can collect while I'm traveling, the further distance I can actually take this thing overall. I think I do want to go down through there, just from the looks of things. I'm pretty sure that's the a good direction. Down, down, and down, down, and the whole block will go here. Yeah, we're going to do this with dirt because I don't have enough logs on me right now to build a large bridge like this. The only downside to building these bridges is you run out of materials really quickly. Nice. But, on the other hand, it does make things a lot safer for you. It's safer in a lot of ways. Get out of my way. Darn sheep. Future food supply. I deal with you, but your future food supply. It's funny how I'm also avoiding destroying water blocks. But in this case, it's a bigger lake, so, and there's not really any squid risk here. It's not deep enough for a squid to spawn, so we're safe at water level here. Those water blocks would regenerate if I rebuilt this at a later date, so it's all kinds of good. Here we go. Back to slabbing. So, I mean, roads in Better Than Wolves serve sort of a dual purpose. Early on, they're a decent way to range out and look for things in a semi-safe manner. But, I mean, any marker of any sort, like these mountaintop markers, like the ones you can see off in the distance there. I actually can't see them. That's actually one of the problems I ran into in this area, is there are no visible mountaintop markers here, so we've got to fix that too. But mountaintop markers, roads, anything that gives you, as the player, a sort of leg up on not only finding your way home, but surviving, you know, long enough to find your way home. And it's just the way to go. Where do I want to go from here? That is the question at the moment. Let's get up on the hill here and see what we can see. Okay, we definitely want to stay on this side because actually the other road is just outside on the forest there. So let's get some stone. I like to build the markers out of cobble. We'll stay in the mountains for this one, but we'll get a bit of cobble here, and build some torched monuments on the mountaintops here, because this is now part of our sort of functional road zone. So if I spawn down in that forest there, this marker will let me know that there's something useful nearby. Under some circumstances, I actually we build this like that, torch right there, get rid of this, and that's sort of a directional marker, but it's a directional marker not to home but to the road, which in some ways is more useful to me. And my friends, scheduling's been a bit of a bugbear for us lately. Everyone's been quite busy, myself included, and yeah, getting in as a group like we did with the Wither fight recently is just not as doable of late. Kate's been having some trouble with headaches lately, so she's not been as keen to game. I mean, she does her best to get on for the Resonant Rise series, but you know, even that's been pushing it lately. So such is life. She will get better. It's already been better. You know, up days and down days. Our daughter has also been a little bit of a handful of late. She is beginning to have the terrible twos. You know, like, seriously, the world is... She wants the world to be a certain way, and she is simply not willing to accept it, that she cannot be in two places at once. You know, she wants to be outside in her pool and inside reading a book at the same time. And it's really funny. Honestly, I have to laugh. It's kind of, you know, tiring and cute at the same time. So it's pretty hilarious for the most part. I mean, can't complain. She's a real sweet little kid. Really happy. But just this whole business of definitely being two is or you know, pushing into the twos is really hilarious. I don't know really how else to do it. I mean, I could laugh or I could lose my mind. And I'd rather laugh about it because I'll be a lot happier in the long run. It's hard some days. You know, being a parent is not an easy job. Not even a little bit. I have no idea why I'm going up to the top of this when I have no idea what's going to be on the other side of this. Like a big honking cliff? Oh, not really. Where should I go? Well, I should definitely build a marker up here. That is quite a unspawned space there. We'll go there and there. And a torch right there, because something glowing in the dark is always easy to spot. I think we're going to go around this way. We'll just put a bit of a road here. Something for somebody to pick up when they get to the top of this. We'll just put a torch right there so it's visible. And we'll go this way, because that other side of the mountain leads down to the... there's another road in that area. I forgot to leave the signs. I'll put the signs up on the way home. It's always good to put a sign saying home is X number of days and the direction. You know, in this case we are actually within a functional 1 day's walk of spawn, of original spawn. You wouldn't think it for the distance I've traveled here today, but we really are. We need a hidey hole. Hey, A horrifying, terrifying cave. Perfect. We'll repurpose this. Just for kicks. Oh. 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 That's useful. Heck with that. Road through the tunnel? Heck yes. Okay. So we're gonna need... Whoops. I made him sad, didn't I? Yep, I made him sad. Oh crap. Oh crap. That was unfortunate. Stupid Enderman. Ender jerks. Okay. This is why we carry healing potions. No, I did remember to put my armor back on. I'm just... Failure of caution. Yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll make this into a through the cave road. Just for the fun of it. We'll just quickly pull up the... Oh, okay, I guess it's night. I guess I could not get killed by a skeleton in the middle of the night. While I'm, you know, fully geared and everything. Oh, for gosh sakes. Just die already. Oh, crap. This is the Enderman. He's back. Where is he? Well, that could be going better, couldn't it? Thank goodness for these double tier 2 potions of healing. Or I could be in real trouble. Oh, for gosh sakes, just go away. There we are. Okay, that's half the battle. Alright. Hilarious. That is pretty funny. At least that Enderman isn't coming after me right now. Oh, I am so bad at this sometimes. It's really funny. That was another hit in. Oh dear. Alright, back off just a bit more, guys. Whew. They're tough. Little buggers. Whoa. That was freaky. Endermen are so terrifying. Seriously, it's just craziness. Crazy town. And now I'm sitting here scared to come out from underneath my little hidey shelter here. Whoop. Of course, I haven't sealed up this side of the cave yet, which is going to be an unfortunate thing. Hey, we'll just bridge this valley. That'll be fun. Alright. Not going to die to an Enderman. Seriously, that would be so silly at this stage. Killed the End Dragon, still scared of the Enderman. Come on. Teleport in already. Seriously, come on, guys. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, jeez. Yep. Okay. Yep. My armor's doing absolutely diddly squat for me. Gar, I'm Enderman. Seriously. Dang, guys. I'm gonna make for a very long night here, I tell you. Come on, I can hear you. You must be just on the other side of this wall. Oh dear. There we are. Okay, there's one. Yeesh. Problem is, they don't teleport unless you change your context. Okay. We can make it. We can make it. Basically, you need to be far enough away to trigger their decision that they should actually teleport to you. Good. Come on. Come on, jerk. Jerk. Where are you? Oh, the longest night in Minecraft. Hunted by an Enderman. Does not fly very well. Alright, anyways, I'm going to cut here. I will see you guys in the actual morning. Alright, well, morning came a little faster than I'd anticipated. I guess I spent more of that night hunting that Enderman than I thought, which is kind of funny, but... Alright. Pulling up this road, because we're having some fun today. We're going to have some fun if it kills us. At this rate it will. So, the road goes through the mountain on that side, comes out on this side, and straight into a nice big bridge. Because why not? What possible reason could there be to not have a bridge here? Other than the fact that anything could come falling out of the ceiling straight onto our faces. Of course, when you're actually returning, you'll be running across this bridge in the other direction, so it might be alright. But hey, one has to enjoy oneself, and creating absurdly hazardous roads is fun. Hi, Creeper. What, you want to come up here and blow up my road? I don't think so. What you do and try and come up here and get me? I don't think so. There we are. Nice. No explosions for you. Yeah, so we'll go up and around this mountain here. So whole block, half block. I mean, if I really wanted to be a little bit more space efficient here, which isn't really necessary, I would bring proper stairs, or bring or make, I guess. Oh, perfect. We'll go around the side of this mountain, like so. Hazardous roads, so much fun. This is like driving up the Fraser Canyon, just north of Lytton in BC. There's a chunk of highway that's basically exactly like this, where you've got cliff, a narrow chunk of road, and then a cliff down. And the cliff, the only difference is the cliff goes all the way down to the Fraser River. You know, nothing between you and the river except for a single concrete barrier. It's great. I love that road. It's terrifying. Awesomely terrifying. We'll go through there. Actually, what we need to do now is get a bit more stone and just build a bit more, another marker. And maybe get a torch up here by the road so it's a little more visible at night. Turn those into slabs, drop the gravel. There we are. That's what we need. Perfect. And we'll build a marker. Up here. Lovely. Oh, there's another jungle over there. Alright, and then we go, and then that there, and a torch on top. There we are, perfect. And that points more or less that way, which is home and the road, of course, which I'm going to wind out over here. The other upside, another big upside to road building on the scale that I'm doing right now, is you start to get familiar with your world. You get out, you see the world, you start to realize that you can actually start to recognize landmarks, which is how I found my way home in the last one. I've died in this area before. The only reason I've had trouble getting home in other instances is because I didn't have, there wasn't an adequate quantity of resources in the area to support a trip home like this. So we'll just put this here, here, there. And then we'll go over this way. There's zombies. I hear you. Can't see you, but I can hear you. You hear that cave below me? That's cool. We are so far from civilization right now, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's an opportunity to get out and see what the world is like now. It's a great place. It's a nice world. I'm really happy with this one. This is the same seed, same world we've been using. Guys, I guess it must be about 3 years now since we started this world. And I've always been very happy with the quality of terrain that this seed has produced for us. It's always looked really, just really neat terrain. Oh, perfect. We'll swing down into that swamp over there. Perfect. I know it makes this road really hard to access because, of course, you have to jump to get to it. But you know what? Sometimes roads just have to be awesome. It's a necessity. Roads have to be awesome. And so I'm making it awesome. And just go up over mountains, down mountains. I suppose if I really felt excited, I'd carve tunnels through the mountains, but why? If you're going to have to walk home from hardcore spawn, you might as well enjoy the scenery a bit. Perfect efficiency is a nice thing to have, but it's, there is something to be said for that imperfect, that one imperfect thing. The world doesn't quite work out in that clean, precise manner you might like, but if you just live with it, you can wind up with a pretty nice set of builds. Just take it as it comes, and all will be well with the world. It's amazing how far you can get on a single single inventory of dirt, though. Yeah, looking good. Building with the terrain instead of filling it in or carving through it when possible is always nice. The only thing to watch out for is making sure there isn't a place where a player can just, comes up a hill and around a corner and straight off a cliff. At least not one that's going to be totally fatal to them. Sometimes it's just fun to do that just to, have that little extra bit of risk. Also checks to make sure you're paying attention. Watch the world. There's some hazards and traps in it, including the roads. Alright, so we are over that mountain range. Now, if memory serves correctly, when I died the other day, it was across that swamp somewhere. But I can't remember how far exactly. Get out of my way. Or exactly which direction. But I mean, this will help. This will help immensely already. And I would say we're just going to build a winding road through the swamp. But preferably not one that makes it impossible to jump out of the water, because slabs on the shore will keep you from climbing out. So just keep that little detail in mind. Perfect. We'll go across right here. Just zigzag our way a little. If I had more lily pads, you could actually build the bridge out of lily pads, but it wouldn't be as fast as a packed earth road. Well, I guess that's going to be 2 blocks wide. Alright, island hopping time. Yeah, no idea where we are relative to where we spawned the other day, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Unintentional quote was entirely unintentional, I assure you. I know that's from a song, but damned if I can tell you who actually makes that music. I think it's somebody whose music we have for Rock Band. That's the only reason I can remember it off the top of my head. I'm terrible with music lyrics and stuff, so that was kind of random in a lot of ways. Come on, cut. Oh, bloody. Come on, let me... For gosh sakes. I just want to destroy the tree, that's all. Is that too much to ask? Cut the tree all the way down? Okay. Let's just get a torch down there. That'll just make this a bit more visible. Anyways, I have no idea how long this has been, but I think I'll probably do some more of this off camera because it's not super exciting. But this is roads. This is how I build roads. This is me. And in the next episode, we'll get back to working on some sort of building project. Exactly what that project is going to be remains to be seen. Depends on what sort of has me inspired when I record the next episode. Oops. But I think I actually have to build a hidey hole here. And this is going to have to be an in-ground hidey hole. Yep, the sun has set. So, I'm going to build a house, or a hut, or a hidey something here. Probably a surface house. Got the resources to do it. So I will say at this point, thank you all very much for watching. As always, I appreciate your support. If you feel inclined to drop a like or a comment, it does help me out quite a bit. You know, just that's a YouTube thing. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to watch the video, and thanks again. It's been, the whole business has been a really fun run so far. And that's it. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.